guys, welcome along. Today we're talking about Japandi, 5 ways to bring the serene look into your home. So Japanese Zen and Scandinavian do seem like an odd pairing, but there's a lot of similarities between the two. For example, simplicity, functionality, neutral colours, open spaces. So what constitutes as Japanese Zen? Well, simple furniture, usually low to the ground. It's like a connection to Mother Earth, and the use of organic materials such as wood, neutral warm earth tones, and often black is used as a contrast colour. The implementation of the concept of Wabi-Sabi, which I will get into later, and a careful blend of interior and exterior. What are the key features of Scandinavian? Minimal decor, open spaces that allow light to flood in, the use of neutral colours including pastels such as pink, blue, green, and the use of textures and colours to create a warming environment. By bringing these two styles together, one of the main factors that you have to look out for in almost everything is functionality. It is a key element in both designs, Scandinavian and Japanese Zen. To bringing Japandi together, functionality is key. So let's talk about how to bring Japandi into your home. Number 1, a neutral colour palette. So while Scandinavian looks more to bright colours like white and grey and beige, the Japandi can bring in more earth tones, anything from browns, reds, oranges. It can be quite exciting when it comes to a colour palette. For example, Red Earth by Fire and Ball. Yes. And Enchanted Eden, which is a lovely green from Dulux. Number 2, elements of nature. Is everyone getting on this now? Elements of nature are in practically every interior design style. It's delightful. It's delightful. It makes any home a home. If that doesn't sound too cheesy, but you know I'm right. So wooden furniture in your home is an excellent way to bring in the natural elements. And my suggestion is, well, it's not just my suggestion, I didn't come up with Japandi, but one suggestion is that if you use naturally processed wood, it just gives so much more character to the piece that's inside your house. Whatever the piece of furniture is, it will look stunning and authentic, and it'll fit right in Japandi. Some examples of this are this woven cane cupboard from Rocket St. George. Rocket St. George have some amazing items that would look fantastic in a Japandi inspired room. Or if you wanted something softer, you could go for this natural woven sphere pendant, which is just absolutely stunning. Or if you want to take it a step further, a personal favourite of mine is Tongue and Groove. It's just, Tongue and Groove has exploded onto the scene again, and it just is beautiful. It's got so much character, there's so much you can do with it. If you just add one wall, you know it makes sense. Although a Japandi style does encourage you to stay away from pops of colour, you can have fun with your wooden tones. For example, I'd be more inclined to have a light floor, and then some of the furniture be more darker and different tones to it. It can really switch things up and draw your eye in different directions without having to have loud pink colours. Not that there's anything wrong with pink, but there's no place for it in Japandi, in my opinion. Don't come at me. Number 3, staying grounded. It's really quite common in Japanese homes to have furniture low to the ground. It's so that you're more grounded and connected to the earth, which is just lovely, isn't it? Have a look at this lovely platform bed. I mean, it might hurt my knees getting up of a morning, but my goodness, it'd be worth it. Whereas in Scandinavia, the bedroom is for those hygge moments, time and space to appreciate the day gone by, catch up, relax, rewind. By adding natural materials such as linen fabrics to your bed, you can balance key features found within the Japandi interior without having to go above and beyond in true Japanese and Scandinavian style. Number 4, perfectly imperfect ornaments. I mentioned Wabi-Sabi earlier on. Wabi-Sabi is beauty in imperfection. It is a Japanese philosophy that finds beauty in imperfection in nature. The word wabi means elegant beauty of humble simplicity. Sabi means the passing of time and subsequent deterioration, showing that an item has lived a life before it's gotten to you, and I think that's beautiful. I know lots of people like going to thrift stores or second-hand stores and finding beautiful things, but for me it's knowing that that item has come to you with a story, and if it's a bit battered, sometimes that's beautiful. So lots of people are looking to things that they already have that are a little bit battered, and they're thinking maybe I should get a new one, but just stop and look at that item. Why is it battered? The stories behind how it got where it is. You'll remember such beautiful hopefully you'll remember such beautiful memories, but nonetheless you wouldn't be where you were now if it wasn't for that journey. So it's a shift in perspective. However, sometimes if we're just moving into our first home, or if we are incredibly careful with our items, we don't have imperfection. I am not one of them people. So there are things you can do to create a wabi-sabi look without having to wait for things to become weathered or thrown them at a wall. For example, if you're buying a wooden piece of furniture, look for knots, look for the little imperfections. Sometimes you can go to these stores that manufacture en masse and you can see there's no difference between that piece and that piece. They are exactly the same, even the pattern of wood. So look for the natural knots and the natural patterns that come with the wood. That's a really good way of looking for the perfect imperfection. Also, something that is quite common at the moment anyway is imperfection in like misshapen bowls, or things that have got cracks in them, but they're supposed to. My dog's stuck. This is the crier. This is the pitter patter that you hear. I'm gonna get a new mic eventually and you won't be able to hear it, but this is Rosie anyway. I think she's gonna be with us for the duration of this video now. Sorry. So as I was saying, misshapen bowls, cracked pots, you will find them in stores now. They are quite popular, so you shouldn't have a problem with them. And again, you don't have to throw something at the wall and put it together again to get the wabi-sabi look, which, you know, if you're after just a look, that's it. But I would encourage you to actually think about the philosophy, because it is really beautiful. Have a look at these gorgeous concrete trays. Number 5. Houseplants the wabi-sabi way. If you haven't checked out my video on biophilic design, this will help you immensely while trying to bring outdoor elements inside. Now, it's important to remember that it's about functionality, and you don't want to overrun your space with plants and greenery, but it is important. It is an important aspect of it. So maybe have 1, 2, 3 at the most key plants around the space. It will look beautiful. If you haven't checked out the blog post on creating an indoor jungle, I'll link it below for you. Japandi is, well, it's up there with mid-century modern for me on one of my favourite design styles. It's more than just a style though, it is a way of life. It's about functionality, it's about simplicity, it's about bringing the natural elements indoors. I absolutely love it. I love bringing things like stone, concrete, wood, bamboo indoors, because there's so much you can do with that. You can add just beautiful colours and make it so rich and beautiful. And I never imagined in a million years that Japanese Sen and Scandinavian would just look so beautiful. If you have any ideas on Japandi, I would love to hear all about them. I'd love to see your vision brought to life if you have already tried this, or if you prefer some other styles, please do let me know in the comment section below. Okay guys, that's it from me and Rosie, who for some reason today decided she must sit on my knee during this video. If you would like more information on Japandi or any other interior design style, please visit my blog at www.nookandfind.co.uk, not .com like I have said in the last two videos. I don't know why I keep doing that. .co.uk. I would really love it if you would like and subscribe. If you ring the notification bell, you will get notified every time I upload, which is once a week. Okay guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.